Hello, Gemini. This is Dee with Metaphysical Moonlighters, and this is your March 2019 horoscope. So, the focus for you this month, Gemini, is going to be on your career or whatever you're known for in the world. So, even if you're retired, whatever you are known for, okay, that is going to be your focus this month. And I say that because there's going to be a concentration of activity going on in the zodiac Pisces. And for you, Pisces falls in your 10th house. Your 10th house deals with your career or what you're known for in the world, okay? So this month, there's going to be the new moon is going to be in Pisces. The sun is going to be in Pisces for a part of the month. We have Neptune there all month. We have Mercury there at the end of the month and Venus there at the end of the month. So that's a lot going on in Pisces this month. So that is going to be your focus, Gemini. Now, the pictures that I'll be bringing to you are from New Orleans, okay? New Orleans is my birthplace. It's where I was born and raised. So this month is Mardi Gras. So I decided to bring you pictures from New Orleans because Mardi Gras is this month, okay? So this is the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Now, on March 1st, we have Venus in a square to Uranus. And this is an energy where everyone is going to want excitement, okay? Even if you have to provoke it, okay? So for you, Venus is going to be in Capricorn in your area of your life that deals with your transformation, okay? And then we have Uranus in Aries in the area of your life that deals with your friendships and your goals. So in those areas, you are going to want excitement. So just watch out. Now, this is also an energy where you might notice more people flirting. Okay, you yourself might be flirting more than usual. Okay, so also on this day, Venus enters Aquarius. Okay, and when Venus enters Aquarius, this is an energy where you will have a greater love for more people, more things, more places. So that's something to look forward to. Now, when the moon is in a conjunction to Saturn and Pluto, this is going to be a time of deep emotions that you might not want to deal with, okay? So just to let you know ahead of time. Also, the dates that I'm bringing you are the exact dates. However, you can feel the energy of these planetary movements before the exact date, even after the exact date. Okay, so don't get caught up on any one date because you can start feeling it before this date. Now, this is a picture of Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans. It's in the New Orleans French Quarters. Actually, it's like right outside the New Orleans French Quarters. And it's a great place to go and have some authentic New Orleans beignets and coffee. If you don't drink coffee, you can have hot chocolate or just water, okay? But it's a great place to go and sit down, people watch, listen to some live music that's playing in the area. So I highly recommend this place when you visit New Orleans. Now, on the 5th, between the 5th and the 7th, we have a lot of activity going on. We have Mercury going retrograde. We have the new moon in Pisces. Uranus is entering Taurus. Those are some major movements going on, okay? So we all know that when Mercury is retrograde, it's a great time to rethink things, okay? To go over, rethink, retrack your steps, things like that. Now, the new moon in Pisces, this is going to be a great time for you to rethink things. And if you have anything that you want to get started, like a new project with your business or a new project with your career, this is a great time to set the intentions for that at this new moon. Okay. Now Uranus is entering Taurus. For you, that's in your area of life dealing with your spirituality. And when the sun is in a conjunction to Neptune on the 7th, this is a time where your intuition will be increased. Okay. However, it's also a time where you won't want to deal with everyday life. Okay. So this time period is a great time for you to do some meditation. Between the 5th and the 7th, it's a perfect time for you to do meditations. Now, on the 7th, when the moon is in a conjunction to Mercury, it's a great time to talk about your emotions. Okay? And also, when the moon is in a square to Jupiter on the 7th, it's a great time where you will start realizing the brighter side of life. So between the 5th and the 7th, it's a great time for you to rethink things. If there's anything you want to get started with as far as, making a move on your job or starting a business, it's a great time for that. But it's also a great time to meditate and just soak in information that the universe is trying to give to you. Okay. Now, this picture is a picture of the St. Louis Cathedral. And it's a great place to stroll around, take a nice stroll, take a horse and carriage ride. And it's directly across the street from the moonwalk, is what we call the moonwalk in New Orleans. And the moonwalk is right along the river. So it's a great place to visit. Now, on the 13th, between the 13th and the 15th, between the 13th and the 15th, you might feel a burst of energy, but just beware of committing to more than you can handle. Now, that's on the 13th. On the 14th, this is a day where whatever you have to do that requires a lot of endurance, this is a great day to do that, because that's the energy of Mars in a trine to Saturn. Okay? And then it's also a great day for business when the sun is in a conjunction to Mercury, okay, because your communications will be increased. And then on the 15th is going to be an optimistic day where it's a great day to make big plans and set long-range goals. That's for everyone, okay? Now, this picture is a picture of a tree in City Park, and these are my kids. My son is at the top. My daughter is towards the bottom of the tree. You will find kids love to climb these huge, gigantic trees in City Park. Okay, so if you plan on bringing your kids to New Orleans, there's lots of things to do. There's the Audubon Zoo. There's a nature center in New Orleans East. There's City Park where they can play in the playgrounds. They can climb the huge trees. They can get ice cream. They can ride the merry-go-round. There's a lot to do in City Park. Okay. So don't feel like New Orleans is like an all-adult place. Now, let's keep moving on. Okay. Now, there's a lot going on the 20th. The 20th, the 20th is actually the spring equinox. Now, you also have Mars in a trine to Pluto on that day. So this day is going to be a great day for working on things that you want to change. Okay? So it's also a day that we have the full moon. And the full moon is going to be in Libra. And for you, Gemini, this falls in the area of your life that deals with fun, creativity, romance, even kids. So if there's anything that you need to work on related to those topics, this full moon is a great time to work on those and to release anything that's not working for you in that area of your life, okay? All right. And also the sun enters Aries. And when the sun enters Aries, it's a great time to get things done. So if there's anything you need to check off your list, the 20th is a great time to do it because it's also the spring equinox. And this is a picture of the French market in New Orleans. It's a great place to go and buy some fresh fruit and vegetables and also some local New Orleans cuisine as well. And this is the famous Bourbon Street. This picture was probably taken on Mardi Gras because I see some Mardi Gras decorations more than usual. You always see Mardi Gras decorations in New Orleans, but on Mardi Gras Day, you see even more. Okay, but anyway, Bourbon Street is a place that I do not recommend you take your kids after dark. Okay, if you want to take your kids on Bourbon Street, I recommend you take them there like around noon, lunchtime. But once it gets dark, it can become risque. Okay, there's lots of clubs, there's lots of bars, people just performing on the street. So there's a lot to see on Bourbon Street. Okay, but after dark, it is more of an adult entertainment. Okay, now between the 21st and the end of the month, we have Venus in a square to Mars. This is going to be a time where relationships might be tested because we have the feminine going up against the masculine. So just beware of that. Now, also on the 24th, this is a great time for studying mysterious topics when Mercury is in a conjunction to Neptune. Now, if you are in a relationship, your relationship might take on a deeper connection once Venus enters Pisces. And then Mercury goes direct on the 28th. But remember, there's always the shadow period. Okay? And then we have Mars entering Gemini on the 31st. So you might find yourself talking more about yourself once Mars enters Gemini on the 31st, because Mars will enter your sign. Now, there's a lot of things to do in New Orleans. This is a picture of the Zulu Tramps. They are responsible for getting the crowd hyped during the Zulu parade, which happens on Mardi Gras Day. You can also ride the streetcar in New Orleans. This is a picture of the streetcar. This is actually on Canal Street. You can get on the streetcar on Canal Street, and you can take it all the way out to St. Charles Avenue and back. There's a lot to see on the ride. Lots of big, beautiful houses. New Orleans does have mansions. A lot of people don't know that, but New Orleans has mansions. New Orleans has a lot of nice things to see. So that's everything I have for you this month. So if you have liked this video, press the like button, share it with your family and your friends, and subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate it. Also, check out Cheetah Mobile's new horoscope app. It's a great app for checking your horoscope on the go, and I will have the link in the description box, so you can just click on the link. Now, if you want a birth chart interpretation, just visit my website and we can get that out to you. Also, like my Facebook page as well, Metaphysical Moonlighters. That's everything I have for you, Gemini. So until next month, you have a great month and happy Mardi Gras.